Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Deathwolf32, who wanted Starscream colors on any member of the Zeta Gundam family, G1 Starscream of course. And so I plunked for the standard Zeta Gundam because I wound up playing that a lot in the clan matches from a couple weeks ago. And so, I just had a feel for it again and decided that was the best way to get this request done. So I did tweak the colors from what they usually are a little bit. I wanted something a little bit more just in the animation style, so a little bit, the blue's a little bit washed out, the red's a little bit, probably a little bit more pastel than I would do if I were trying to replicate the original figure. But, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm, once again, I believe, using the Noisy Fairy logo to try and emulate the Decepticon logo on the chest. Couldn't get him on the wings, but that's just how it is. I got blindsided by a Rebawoo while I was trying to get the person who was flying to our base, so, well, they volunteered for death, so that's what they're gonna get. And 1, 2, and that was almost enough, but now I'm surrounded, and the person who was helping me with this just kind of wandered off, which is great. And I missed. But I didn't miss that time. Somebody else took the kill after just leaving me facing down 3 enemies. Yeah, it's another day with randoms in GBO2. I can't complain too much, as I recall this team and I worked relatively well together, so in the end, not a big deal. Just one of those things that in the moment is like, oh no, is this happening again? And, you have to be careful of that, in my opinion, because you really can make a lot of good experiences turn bad just because of your expectation from previous bad experiences. I mean, that's kind of both gaming advice and life advice, I suppose. At some point, you have to not assume that people are going to be, absolutely potato, and, see if you can actually, get along with them and maybe have a good time. And yes, I'm pretty sure I have mentioned before, but in case I haven't, there are apparently databases among the Japanese fan bases for the GBO 1 and 2 that just list players that are not fun to play with. And I looked them up once or twice. I think I looked to see if my name was on any of them. I don't think so, but it might have been. But anyway, just like if people just don't play well at all, apparently the word that is generally used on that list is potato. So that's in the Japanese word therefore, but that's how it comes up in the translation. So yeah, that's just so yeah, potato. That's just kind of a thing that has stuck in my head, as things do. But yeah, it's so far so good, I think. And I am back on the field. I'm gonna go and help number 5 with its bound dock, because it's bound dock, and it can do a lot of damage to a single target, but maybe not quite as much to a 2. Also, just it's as vulnerable to stun as anything else, so locking it down won't hurt anything if we can. It went back up top. It may fly around, or it may just change. Yep, it flew away, actually. Knew better than to keep engaging in a 2-on-1 if it didn't have to, so yeah, it flew to help the rest of its team. Where I shot it in the back, and so it was moot anyway, but what the hey. And that is a Gelgoog, probably, yep, it's the Hi-Mo, which, respect anybody who still brings out the Gelgoog in the upper costs. But, let's see, and there's the Rebawoo again, trying to interrupt me from harassing the Gelgoog. But, let's see, so I'll hit it instead, and then go after the Gelgoog, because, if there's something with low health and there's no other enemies around, then, you kind of go for it. So, I have gone for it to the point where I am fairly far from my... somebody came up to help me. That's great. Again, you never know quite what to expect with randoms, and in this case, we did pretty well together. Now I should be turning to the right and hopefully returning the favor, because I believe that they are about to fight this Rebawoo again. They're in fact about to fight 2 things, so I think we're all just kind of doing some math here as to who should go where. One is the bound dock, but it's running away, so we'll work on the Bawoo. And let's see. We kind of traded shots, but I somehow The backswing on my beam bayonet was enough to reach it. The beam bayonet has a really wide swing, so if somebody has gone past you, it's not a bad thing to try. I'm in biosensor mode, so I'm near death, but also all my stats are increased a little bit. And let's see, and managed to get behind them and get the kill. So not bad. Okay, we are at 6,400 to 4,600 with 2.5 minutes left. It could very much turn around, but we're going to try and keep that from happening. Missed the bound dock, hit it with a grenade. That was not enough to stop it from killing that mass production Cubile. It was an MP Cubile, so bound dock being a raid with a lot of, big punches really does have the opportunity to kill there. That is a Hama Hama, so our Hyakushiki would be a great match for that. I'm not sure if it's around, but I've got the angle on it, so I'm just going to go in and see what I can do with what I've got. And, no, there's the Hyakushiki was fighting it, and I wound up helping. Good. And 2 minutes to go. 9,400 to 6,200. Sometimes with the guest videos, if I sounded a little bit a little bit hesitant saying things during those in the last couple of days of videos, there's a very good reason for that. That being that when I'm doing this, I don't mind talking about my own thought processes because I know them, or saying, "Oh, that was dumb," because I'm talking about me. But when I'm talking about a friend, I don't want to do that, and I don't know exactly what they're thinking. So yeah, that makes it sometimes when I'm thinking something, about the gameplay that I would say if it was me, I might not say it. So, but that's most of the stuff people send me, I rarely find myself thinking, "Oh, that's dumb." Anyway, it's just more a thing of what would I have done in that situation, and sometimes that's hard to articulate in, off the cuff too. So, just random blather about my random blather. I think like one more layer, and we've fully ejected from reality here. But we have gotten all our points taken, which kind of irritating. But we have enough of a lead that if we don't jump in and go after them, we will be okay. We probably have enough time on the timer though that we need to watch out, because if none of your team is on the field in their mobile suits, it does start deducting. It does start giving the enemy team points for dominating the battle if they're down on points. So, and I just ran past the mass production Cubile because I knew I couldn't. I could catch the Hama with a backswing, but I could not hit the Cubile with it. So, best if I don't do that. But yeah, we've got 10 seconds, we've got 5 seconds left now, and we are all, engaged in the busy and important work of not dying, and we pulled it off. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good round. And let's see what the final scores look like. But yeah, I think that Starscream deco came out pretty good. And sadly, there's no way to delineate the face and the helmet, so wound up with toy face regardless. I got top score, top damage, and top diversions, with our Totus Ritter getting top assists. 5 kills and 2 deaths, not bad. So, yeah, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Hope you enjoyed the round. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Oh yeah, I don't expect the scale to be quite exactly right because it's otherwise such a large mobile suit. But they are actually going to put out a Gundam Infinity figure of the Unicorn Gundam in New Type Destroyer mode. So, since those are roughly analogous to MS in Action, I am really curious to see what that ends up looking like. But it's up on Amazon. I'm probably going to grab it when I can. But yeah, I want to see if it is in scale with some of my other MS in Action stuff. And I want to see, how that line's coming along, because, like I said, the articulation on the first wave was a little rough, but we're up to, I think, the third now, so, yeah, I want to see if that's, evolving, because that was one of the best things about MS in Action. It evolved, it got better, the articulation got absolutely wild after a while, and I'd love to see Infinity do the same, but we'll see.